line. So, okay. Now this is your Versamark. And what you do is you just want to get it on here. And this is where, like, if you've already got the,
Whatever they call it?
whatever's with the
No,
perfect pearls thing.
Yeah, it's worth trying, I guess.
It's worth trying, but you want to make sure that you get a good line where the Post-its are. I'll show you in a second, yeah. I'll show you in a second. Anytime you watch a YouTube on this, they're always saying, well, you can't see it. So, okay. But then you kind of, like,
Yeah.
you can
Okay,
see
you can see it, yeah, shining, yeah.
that I've got it there. And if you notice, like, maybe not so much on that one. On this one, it looks like I didn't get all the areas, but you do want to make sure.
Looks pretty perfect to me.
It was.
Okay. Then you're done with that. Then the next thing you want to do, and I was telling everybody, it's
Yeah,
like,
to-
I didn't
Oh,
close some of mine up right. So always check when you get done to make sure
tap
that,
them down so that, yeah.
well, you click backwards until you hear it
Oh,
go like
okay.
this. Wait a minute. And then go forward is what they say. But then I always check because I can't do it
We're
right
gonna have a
anyway.
class on how to screw things on.
And somebody else has to teach that one because I don't know that one. So what I did was I just selected 3 colors that I thought I liked. And then what you'll do is you'll take one of your brushes, and what you want to do is you don't want to start pushing the color around too quickly, because what happens is once that color hits the paper in the Versamark, it's done.
There,
Yeah.
okay.
And so, like, you can see that some of those, like, areas, I probably pushed it so it's light. It's almost white there. And, you know, if that's the effect you want, that's great. But that's what I,
Oh,
so I'm just putting a little bit of color. You know, you don't have to use a lot of this, believe me. I've made
So
lots.
that stuff stays wet for a little while?
The Versamark will stay wet for a long, long
Oh,
time.
good.
So I'm just,
Take me a
But your
long time to
paintbrush
do
is
this.
dry right now, right?
yeah, the paintbrush is dry.
And do you just use one paintbrush per color?
Nah.
No? Okay.
The other Swiffer's for, okay, now I know.
Very beautiful Swiffer.
Yeah. So, and then, you know, get your color where you want it. Done.
Mhm.
Now I'm gonna start moving the color around, and when you start moving the color, what you wanna do is you wanna move in a circular motion.
Is that wet?
No,
It's just, oh, it's literally the colour.
yeah.
But it's got the glue stuff that she stamped on there.
Yeah, that's, yeah. It's the
So I'm
colour.
gonna do all of the blue first in the areas,
Oh, I see.
only because you don't wanna contaminate the color, because if I start mixing it with the red,
Yeah. You
You'll
get
get a weird combination.
yeah.
something like that. Speaking of purple, what's all this with all these ladies?
Or I'm just stopping. I'm just kind of going this way, because I don't want to contaminate the color, so I'm just
So
kind
you're
of,
just butting up, basically.
I'm just
as
butting
close
it.
as you can.
Yeah.
I heard fabric. too.
Really?
Didn't
Fabric,
see anything about
metal?
fabric.
Oh, and
Yeah.
jewelry?
Metal,
Metal?
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's so many things, you know.
Oh, she hit home for you.
Yeah.
did.
I know what our next class will
And I was sitting there and I was thinking, and I have alcohol inks and blah, 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 blah. So now that I'm done, now I'm going to go back and kind of what you were saying is now I'm going to kind of bleed them into each other.
Okay.
Ah.
But
Oh,
see, you
yeah.
don't want to do it too early because you don't want to mix the 2 colors together.
Oh, look at that, now that's looking good. Okay, that's looking like the
Yes,
picture.
ma'am.
She knew what she was doing.
Well, I was gonna say, for the person who does not know what they're doing.
And actually, when I did this at home, it was like, look at all this extra powder.
Yes,
I'm so cheap.
waste, I know.
So what I did was I quickly masked off another piece and did our other technique on it and dumped all, you know, did the
Good thought.
bottom, and but all you need for this is just the top. So then you kind of, you know, just mix it up like that. I feel like one of these people on the YouTubes. If
should
I got
be.
lots of money and I'm getting rid of all this stuff. And that's what I ended up with. So that's what I
So it must have
have.
been the yellow that, because this kind of looks
Didn't
white,
grab
it
real well.
really lightened it up.
Exactly, or I didn't have enough perfect pearls on there. And that, or excuse me,
Enough of that.
that.
So,
And that's
heavy
where it's
hand.
good to make sure that you have enough on there.
Okay, so heavy hand, light hand with this and heavy with that, basically.
Yeah, and I
right?
think that's how I got, like, I think I probably had more on it when I did it,
okay.
like that one, because it's the
And
same
you've got-
colors.
Deeper
I mean, like a light colored
Yeah, you could
paper, it
use,
doesn't have to be. Okay,
I think she's gonna
I
start.
brought some lighter.
Oh, that's for the middle, okay. That's what that is.
That's for that.
Okay.
No, it's all right, just push me out of the way, yeah.
Now so the distress ink, see faded, so it's gonna look like that?
No,
No,
just the red
no, it's
color.
just the color of the ink. It's
Just
the
the
brand
writing.
name, that's the brand name Distress Ink.
Oh.
I think
So, okay,
The
so,
writing on there.
so then when you put this
Or
down,
here, shows
And
them.
that's why the yellow little sticky pads are good, because
and I've done this about 50 times, and I've done it about 50 times upside down, which I just
That's
did
right, you
again.
just did, that's all right.
Well,
Unless
you
I
can just flip
the card around.
Just flip the card around, no problem.
What does it say anyway?
Something about God.
God, that's the only thing I know. That's every time I stand.
You got
God
that
damn
out
it,
of
I did it upside down again.
was.
Okay.
Well, if you did it upside down, I don't know what chance any of us.
Okay. So then once you're done, and what's interesting
yeah.
about this, just so everybody knows, is that by stamping on there, it pulls up the perfect pearls where you stamp. So,
so you can use
So-
it for something else.
well, I don't know, but just make sure that you don't contaminate your stamp pad by putting this again. Okay, so then once you're done, then the magic happens. Because this is what's really cool about this.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Wow,
So-
that is
pretty.
clever.
3M is proud of you.
Oh,
Watching that, I would have said, now
Now,
it's
how
not
long
gonna come out
does it
like
take to
that.
dry, or is it pretty much dry now?
I would probably just let it sit while I do the rest of the cards.
So you don't have to use the embossing gun
Nope.
or whatever that thing is.
Are you
No.
videoing?
I'm,
Yeah,
She
I am.
is.
You can distribute that video.
I will.
People
I
like
will.
You have about zero
I'm not
retention.
taking picture of anybody's face, so.
That's
don't worry.
great.
hello. Okay,
No
and
butt
I
shots.
have some
Don't
little
say
cups
anything
here that,
incriminating.
courtesy of Rayleigh's, that if you want to get some water. Okay, so now what happens, I like the way I did this one. Okay. So now you get a little bit of your perfect pearls. And you can always put it on table or whatever, because you're not going to use a lot of water. All right, get a little water. And it liquefies.
Wow.
Oh,
It curls up.
So then you just kind of go in here, and what's nice about the embossing is it gives it a little bit of a raised edge, which
Yeah,
keeps,
which is
the-
good. So
contains
it's,
the
yeah,
paint.
so it's painting within the lines, basically.
So now we're doing adult coloring.
My favorite.
Great.
Okay.
Get to table.
Oh, how clever.
I know. And then she cut it out.
Right.
Well, I won't be making
That
these
takes
for Kaiser
talent
patients.
too.
You know, I think a lot of the stuff that I think we've been doing lately, it's more technique than it is
It's fun to do something different like that, I like that.
doing something that you're gonna mass produce. Okay, so you guys get the idea on the
Yeah.
painting, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it really is nice because you just use a little bit, and
Yeah.
then you can find if you want the color stronger or weaker, you know, add a little more water or a little less water. But then you just go through and figure out how you want to paint it. It's really quite
Very
fun.
calming.
Yeah.
This sort of thing is very calming.
Like coloring.
Yeah, so, okay. So what I wanted to show everybody while we're here, and I'll finish this a little bit later, but I've done some other projects using these where you take the same kind of thing and you take some of your images like this,
Oh, my.
or like that would be nice.
But again, that's just,
This is almost
like an adult coloring book.
Wow.
so, but that
is that
again
one
is just
stamp?
taking
Yeah.
one
stamp.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
But this is what you can do.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at
really
that.
pretty.
So,
And that's just taking that versus stamp and getting your stamp and just,
No, she embossed that first.
yeah, you take your Versamark, you stamp it on
Stamp
here,
up.
put clear,
yeah.
embossing powder, and then heat it with the heat gun.
Okay.
And that's all it is.
So-
Okay.
And then this was the perfect pearls, or radiant pearls. I
Yeah, but
can't
how'd you get
remember.
these thick lines?
That was the stamp.
Embossing.
That was the
Oh, it's a s-
embossing. It's the same.
So there's a stamp associated with this
Yeah, yeah.
one? Oh, my gosh, I love it.
Now,
And then you
this
add
is
in-
not my stamp.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's not your
This
stamp?
was a retreat. Yeah, none of these are my stamps. This was a
Oh.
retreat that I had gone to with some friends.
That's beautiful.
Um,
Wow.
So they had all these
That's
stamps, so it was like,
neat.
oh, these are all such cool images.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there's that
So
one, yeah.
anyway,
Seriously, that is like adult coloring.